So this workshop is about Canva and the role of designers. Um, as you can see, I'm a Canva ambassador, which means I work for Canva as a designer and as an educator for the Italian and Spanish market. That's why I'm used to do this kind of workshops in Spanish or in Italian, but it's okay, I think, also in English. I will speak slowly so that everyone can understand. Okay, so this workshop is about 1 hour, more or less. And yeah, we have a couple of slides at the beginning just to yeah, have a sort of um, thought altogether. And then we will jump into Canva, Claude, and also Gamma, which are, I think, very useful tools for AI-based tools for designers. So I think let's go. Um, I think that all of you are designers, and as designers, you should have noticed that the bottleneck is no longer the execution. We have AI now that can do layouts for us and also text, of course, like ChatGPT or any other AI. We can also run campaigns, ads, paid campaigns, I mean. We can generate systems like Canva does, or also Claude or other AI tools. We can use templates which were a sort of news on the market, like 5, 7 years ago when Canva jumped into the market. And now with the templates, we can generate designs very easily and fast. So the question is that if everyone can create, what makes a designer valuable? So it happens to me like last week that a client of mine asked me, why, Barbara, should we take you and continue paying you if we have a cloth design that basically does everything? So we know as designers that a cloth does not do anything, but yeah, it's hard to explain sometimes to clients. So our role is shifting from being makers, executors, and also pixel perfect specialists to curators, orchestrators, so creative directors. In general, I think it's the most powerful word, and also system thinkers. So I feel as a designer that my role right now is no longer doing things technically, like in Canva, open Canva, do things and so on. Is more like the strategic and artistic thinking of how can I do things using AI, of course. So the real shift is from making to choosing. That's what I think it's the point today. And yeah, AI does not replace creativity, I think. Probably it will in time, but probably not today. Of course, it's a useful tool for us. So the question is, what makes something feel designed? Like we have this flyer. This flyer has a lot of mistakes, I think. So just to wrap up some mistake, I think the logo is quite meaningless. Also, what else? We have a lot of information. It is very overcluttered. We have a lot of text, a lot of typography, also a lot of colors. The palette is not well defined, so a lots of mistakes. And of course, you noticed probably that it has been generated with the ChatGPT. So I'm from Udine, the other part of Italy, in the northeast. And basically, every little business, I mean, a small size business, are using ChatGPT to generate it, this kind of flyers, banners, ads, and so on. And they are very recognizable. I mean, they are like this, so over-cluttered, full of information. So, me as a designer, and of course also all of you, we can understand that we can. Oh yeah, it's a little bit noisy. Sorry, but I will try my best. So, starting from this reference that let's say that my client has generated it. Um, we can choose what kind of information to put into this flyer. Let's say that it's a flyer or a banner or whatever. We can choose the information, so we can redo the logo if, of course, the client is paying us for a logo remaking or a rebranding. We can also choose that this bullet point or free labels are the most important ones. We can understand that it's very important to put hours and also that there's a service of takeaway and so on. So that's the role of the designer, and it's not something that we has to do in Photoshop or Canva because AI is not useful. AI, indeed, it's useful, and yeah, and this flyer has been made in ChatGPT as well. So it's not about the tool, it's about being designers or not being designers. I know it sounds like Shakespeare, but yeah, kind of. So we need to take better decisions. As designers, we know that hierarchy, rhythm, constancy, tension, restraint to avoid over cluttering things, narrative, the thing that I call visual storytelling. So tell a story, but visually speaking, I mean, with the media, images, and so on, is very important. AI does not understand it. All the time. So it's very important for us to know that storytelling is important. And also, of course, giving an emotional direction, which is relevant, let's say, because our illustration, graphics, designs, or whatever need to um, make the audience feel something. So, quite important. So AI just generates options, but we, as designers, we need to create a meaning. So give a meaning to our output, even if the output has been made by AI. Why not? Okay, so I think we can go and see how it works in Canva, Claude, and the other thing. Guess what it is? You know what it is? What logo is it? No? Yeah, it's Gamma. It's Gamma, yes. Gamma, it's, I think, a powerful AI to create presentations. So, of course, it has a free plan and a pro plan, but I'm using the free one and it's working pretty well. So the idea behind this screen sharing that we are gonna see is that without the systems, AI creates a noise, but with system, AI creates a scale. And I don't know you, but I have a very few time during all my days. I do a lot of things, like I think everyone here, but I need the design to be scalable. I mean, to use templates, but in a smart way to replicate them, and of course scaling them because I don't have just one client, I have like a 10 of them and it's quite a mess. So, okay, we're in Canva now. What we're gonna see, okay, yeah, of course, yes. is a Claude prompt. So here you have a QR code for Claude. You just have to scan it with your camera. So it will redirect you to a document that I made in Canva because I don't know if you know that, but in Canva you can also create documents, sheets, and so on, like Excels. So it's a Canva document with a prompt in Italian and also in English. So if you see Italian on the top, just scroll down because we also have the English one. Okay, so let's have a look to this document here. Okay, maybe I will make the screen wider. Okay, okay. So we have this prompt. Let's see it in English. Yes, it doesn't work. Yeah, sure. Okay, sorry. The, the QR code is this one. Does it work? Yeah, you have it. Great. Cool. Let's go to the document. So scrolling down, you can see the prompt in English. It's a prompt very similar to the one you probably have already used to ChatGPT. So it's a longer prompt where we needs the AI to question us about do you want to use your brand colors or do you have a link with your palette or whatever. Then it states the size for this carousel. We are gonna create a carousel for Instagram, so the size is this one. What else? Yeah, that's very important because sometimes AIs are dumb. I mean, they don't know what's the strategic structure for a content, which in this case is an Instagram carousel. So we know as designers or probably as marketers that we have a hook for slide one, a problem that we can explain in slide two, and so on. Content slides, probably the recap, and of course, to end our carousel, the CTA, the call to action. So not always AIs know that. So what we need to do is just to copy and paste all this prompt. So till the end, okay, copy. And in this case, we need to go to Claude. Okay, to be honest, I'm using the Pro version of Claude, which means that I purchased a paying plan. I think the Pro one, the one of 18 euros or something. But you can also use this prompt with a free account because, yeah, there's nothing special for this prompt. So the thing we need to do right now is going to project. Okay, I will switch the language in English, so probably it's better for anyone. Okay, so this is the Cloud interface. We just have to scroll the menu here, go to project and open up a new project. We just have to rename it, for instance, Suitable Test. Suitable is one of my startup. Um, and we have to describe what is about. So let's say that it is a sportive fashion brand for dancers. Okay, so you also know what's suitable about. Create a project. This functionality is very similar to the one of GPTs. You probably have heard of it because in ChatGPT we have something very similar. I'm also paying ChatGPT, but you have the project functionality which is basically the same. So they're sort of containers like folders where you can store and tell the AI all your information about a specific brand, so they will keep in memory. Okay, so here we need to go under instruction, and under instruction, just paste all the thing you can find into the document. Save instruction, and now we can tell AI what we need today. So how can I help you today? I need um, let's say free, because yeah, it takes some time. I need a 3 slide carousel, carousel, okay, about news in ice skating fields. So starting from the point that Suitable is a sportive fashion brand for dancers, skaters, and so on. That's why I'm a social media manager right now. So I'm into that role, and I need these free slides carousel about news in ice skating. So I'm not very product focused. I'm just doing, let's say, an editorial plan. So that's why we need news in ice skating fields. Okay, let's go. Okay, and here we have the first output. So it asks if we have a color palette as the prompt states. So if you can go to the prompt again, you can see that the first thing um, we teach our project is to ask us whether we need to use a specific palette or brand or not. So, okay, that's the first thing. And it also asked me if I want it in Italian or in English. Let's say in English. English, okay. Yeah, for this kind of brand, I don't have a specific website right now, but I have a brand identity, which I download on my laptop. You can see it right now. So I have it in my download, which is Be Design. It's not this one. Oh gosh, yeah, because I have a lot of stuff. Suitable. Okay, this is a very quick brand identity I did a lot of time ago. So yeah, here you can see the logo. You can see also the variation of this logo, and of course the palette and fonts and eye hierarchy. So given that, let's go back to our content and add a file, which is in our case this presentation here. Okay, Suitable. Open up. Okay, so we attached it, and we have to specify the brand identity. Then it is the one in attachment. Okay, let's go. Okay, so it takes colors, as you can see, the code of the color. It detected also that Montserrat and Tan Pearl for display are the fonts. The language, we states that it's English, and it takes a few seconds or probably also minutes to work on our carousel. Probably while we wait for Claude response, you can also create an account on Gamma, which is the next step. So Gamma is gamma.app. You can find it also in browser. Um, you don't have to download anything, so I think it's even better as all the um, application web-based. Meanwhile, okay, let's see. Okay, we have a result. So let's see slide one, slide two, slide three, and that's it. So, okay, okay, let's go to slide two. Slide two, breaking news in figure skating. Slide three, let's see. Follow the ice. Okay, it's a very, very short carousel. I think this one is not that bad. I mean, sometimes AI, especially if you don't purchase the pro plans, are not that creative. And for instance, also this first cover of our carousel is not that eye, eye-catching or appealing. So we need to rework it a little bit. So let's say that I just wanted an idea of how to structure and design my carousel, and this idea it's enough. I can download it. So download it. Okay, and now we can go in Canva. So you just need a free account in Canva to do this because we can open up a social media project. We are working right now on an Instagram post. So this is the right site. So let's click on it. And let's go to uploads where we can upload the image we downloaded from Cloud Design. Okay, so this one is the right one, but as you can see, you cannot do anything on that. So you cannot change the title or change this kind of shape that's here and so on. But um, from I think 2 weeks in Canva, they have added this kind of functionality, which is magic layers. Pressing magic layers, Canva AI detects all the elements on our designs, such as text, shapes, and so on, making them, yeah, I mean, you can edit them. So, for instance, okay, I will zoom in a little bit. So, this is not that visual appealing, so let's delete it. And of course, as designers, we can decide whether to keep some elements or not. So in my case, I think that's quite useless. Probably I also want to make it wider or bigger, and also to move it on two lines, probably taking this line a little bit up. And in this case, let's do 3 or 4 lines because here we have enough space to add an image, for instance, right? So what image? Let's see if I have the winner of this Olympic Games in ice skating. I have it. So this is an image I previously downloaded. And of course, we can use another feature of Canva, which can be background remover, which is a pro option. So the previous one was a free option. Um, yeah, free feature, the auto layouts feature. This one is a pro one, so you have to subscribe to a paid plans. But if you don't want to, you also can use Affinity, which is a tool from Canva or Photoshop if you like, or even something like Remove BG, which is not the best way to, let's say, remove backgrounds, but it's something at least. Okay, so this way I can keep on edit my content till it finally meets my need. So I don't know. Of course, this is a draft. I can improve it a lot more. But as a designer, I know that I can do it. If I'm speaking with a client of mine, I think for one of them, this kind of output, it's already enough. So just a way to work in a collaborative way between not just a Canva, but also Claude. Of course, if you have heard about all the news in this field, um, you probably know that there's a feature from Claude, which is Claude Design, which is a pro feature. So you have to subscribe to a paid plan. This is very useful because it takes a little bit while generating, but in this way, you create all a design system, not from scratch, of course, because you need to study a brand identity or what are the fonts of your brand or the colors and so on. But you can upload this information here in Cloud Design, and it will record this information to make your design more scalable along the time. So I think I have an example for you. Yes. Okay, don't worry if it seems odd or complicated. It's not. It's more like a conversational AI where you start from scratch. So from here, let's say prototype, high fidelity, and that you want to create a project like suitable, let's say suitable test, high fidelity create. And of course, it asks you if you want to import a Figma file, which is very useful. I don't know if any of you deal with UX UI, but in Figma, yes. Yeah, you deal with that. Okay, cool. Yeah, me too. I'm a UX UI designer, so I use, yeah, I use Figma a lot and also, you also, okay. So I think it's very useful, Cloud Designer for UX UI designers. You can scale a lot the production of interfaces. So yeah, you can drag a Figma file here or whatever, basically. What I show you previously, so here, I guess, suitable, yes, was just this part where you can do a conversation with AI, as you probably are used to. And I attached the same presentation I showed you previously, telling AI that I want a carousel about AI news, I guess. It took a lot of time. For a lot of time, I mean like 2 minutes or three, which is quite enough. But I think this feature is improving right now since it's on the market um, from 2 weeks or something like that. Yeah. So that's a carousel, which is even better compared to the previous one. This carousel I can keep on edit it in Canva doing an integration. But as I said, this part is for pro accounts, so you have to have a subscription. So to work in this way with Canva, you have to go to Canva and go on the three dots, apps, and here you can find Claude. Okay, so once you found the Claude, you can connect it. It's very easy to do. I'm not doing it right now. It makes no sense. So as you can see, it's very easy. Once you have done it, In Claude, it happens that when you go to share, so you have created your design, you go to share, and you have this option, send to Canva. So let's click on it. Okay, let's see what happened. Probably. Okay, so here we have our conversation, and it will give us a clickable link, which will redirect us on Canva. Just wait for it because, yeah, it's a little bit slow. Okay, opening Canva. Let's see. Okay, this one was a prototype, so it's not a carousel project. Was a carousel project for um, um, an interface, let's say. Um, and as you can see in Canva, you can basically do everything. Yes, not in this view, but if you ask Claude for an editable carousel, you will be able to edit basically everything. So I think it's a very good way to work with Claude and both Canva. Okay, so um, yes, here we have this, and switching to Gamma instead, I will show you how we can do a presentation and work this presentation both in Gamma and Canva, but without any subscription plan because it makes no sense. You can do easily with the free version. So you can go to create a new, and let's say that we want to generate a presentation from zero. Okay, what do we want to generate? Let's say a presentation for B-design. Of course, we have to be more specific, so we need to give some information to AI to better know our brand. A presentation for B-design, which is my company brand about UX, UI services. Okay. Um, I have a lack of creativity right now, so let's say that that's a good prompt. Let's see what Gamma can give for us. Of course, here we have a sort of a preview of all the slides. I can also tell the AI that I don't like those kind of things, so I can delete something or um, undo or add another card, which will be another slide, and so on. So as you can see, you can basically do anything, but in a more interactive way, I guess, compared to Canva, because we here also have this step, which is an intermediate step that Canva uh, does not offer right now. So let's say that the result is satisfying. We now can decide how much text we want. I prefer the a minimal approach for slides. So let's see. Minimal, here we have a sort of templates, so we can decide if we like something like that or not. But it's not a problem if you don't like anything from here, because in a second step you can edit more or less everything, and I will show you, of course. So let's say that this style, it's okay, the default one. We selected the theme, and now we can tell that about illustrations we want so a spot color illustration. I don't know what it is specifically, but let's try. So generate. Okay, and it's generating all the slides for us, which saved us a lot of time. So I think the most of the work is about generating images because, of course, they are illustration made by AI. But yeah, let's say that the result is not that bad, right? So yeah, quite satisfying. Okay, now we can go to Canva. If we go to share, okay, we can export these slides as PowerPoint or also PDF, but I prefer PowerPoint to be honest, just because the format is better when we upload it in Canva. So it is exporting right now, so creating the PPTX file and okay, PowerPoint is ready and it has downloaded. Now we can go in Canva. In Canva, there's no integration for Gamma, unfortunately, but we can go to Create and we will see the Upload button. We will upload the files and in our files we can see BDesign. The name is this one. Okay, so open up and yeah, it's importing right now, so just hold on a minute, but yeah, it was quite fast. Okay, so let's press on it, and as you can see, we can do anything on that. I mean, everything, sorry. So we can edit this kind of text. Probably I don't like it, so maybe I want to use my own logo. I don't know where's this logo. Probably I have a logo for Be Designer here. Okay, so I have this logo, no, not as a background. Okay, so let's do this way. Okay, this is a frame. So if we have a frame, the better thing to do is to lock it. Let's see. Okay, so we have this frame. Lock it with the locker here. So we can import our logo. Okay, so double click on that. And so we can put our logo easily. Yes, we can basically do anything on that, but as I told you previously, we can customize all this presentation just with a few clicks, which means that if we use a subscription plan, we can go under brand on the menu here and on brand, if I imported my own brand kit, which is this one. So in our dashboard, there's a functionality called the brand. And here I imported all my logos, all the color of my brand, the fonts I'm using right now, and a lot of more things, but we don't have time to see all of them. So here, if I go to brand and I, for instance, click on my brand palette just once, it randomly shuffle between all the combo for this palette. So I can choose that this one is my favorite one, or I can go on choosing a different style, of course. And when I'm satisfied, I can do apply to all the pages. Okay, and just with one click, it customized all the slides I needed. And of course, it is the same for fonts, which means that, for instance, now we're using this Source Serif Pro. I don't know what it is. It's not a font of mine. I can go scrolling down under my fonts, and here I use a railway, for instance. Just with one click, Canva asks me if I want to change all this Source Serif Pro into railway font, and I can do change all. So just with one click, it change all the fonts. It depends on the text box. This text box is heading. So if I want to change all these boxes here, which are a paragrapher, I need to click on one of them, click the font I need, and then change all. So all the paragraphers have been changed. So this way, I customized my presentation. Of course, there are mistakes because it is AI made, but um, yeah, it's better, I guess, compared to start from a blank canvas or probably a template which doesn't reflect our needs. So even if I'm a big fan of templates, in fact, here on Canva we have a lot of templates, free and also pro. I sometimes use AI like a Gamma to do a presentation or I think a presentation. It also gives you the possibility to have a prototype or better wireframe of websites, but it's not something related to UX UI. It's more for newbies, I guess. So yeah, that's Gamma and how we can customize everything using also Canva. So it's a double approach using AI, an external AI, external compared to Canva with Canva. Of course, Canva also has its own AI here. Um, just keep in mind that during these days they are releasing a new beta 2.0, if I'm not wrong, for Canva AI. So it's not working very well. But if I would have to choose, I would recommend to use Gamma, ChatGPT, Claude, of course, but not Canva because Canva AI is not that good. So you probably already know. And of course, Canva, it's a tool. Yeah, it doesn't give all the opportunities and possibilities that gives something like Photoshop, which is more complex in terms of UI and in terms of features. But I think the skill of being a designers know how to use graphic design principles. It's an evergreen. I mean, you can apply it to any tool you want. So, going back to our slides, okay, I think that AI increases the importance of taste in terms of professionalism. So having uh, the basics of graphic designs is a plus, and it's the thing that distinguish, I think, a child or a client like my clients from a true designer. Um, so, looking to the future, I think that the problem is not a lack of content. Indeed, we are surrounded by a lot of content right now on social media and in other places. It's a sameness. All the content generated from ChatGPT are more or less the same. They look the same. The feeling is that they have been generated by an AI. So everything starts to look identical. And we have, in this context, we have to try to distinguish and making our content popping up. So my advice is to learn, of course, the basics of design, so we can do the difference. So the value is no longer in making faster things, is in choosing better, as we said previously. And choosing better means knowing basics and making, of course, experience with the clients, with the brands, with your own brand, for instance, and so on. So the designer of the future will not be the fastest creator because AI it's more faster than us. Um, so we will be the clearest creative thinker. We have to have a general overview. We need to collect references. I don't know you, but I spend a lot of time on Pinterest just to develop some creative ideas. For instance, right now I'm doing a business card for a friend of mine, which is who is a aesthetical doctor. I think that's the translation, medico estetico. And yeah, I can do, of course, the basic business card, so made by paper and so on. But mm, talking with him, he told me, okay, a tool that I use a lot with the clients or patients, okay, is Mirror because they have to see the final result and be happy. So a thing that I thought was to use like a paper mirror, a paper made by a mirror. I don't know how to explain it, but having this business card, you can reflect your face. So it's a useful tool to have in your wallet, for instance. It's not the kind of business card that you just drop off along the street. That's the thing, and to do it, it's not that complicated because I can ask AI, and AI can do more better than I do. But the idea sometimes AIs do not have this kind of ideas, not yet at least. So let's see in the future. This is another QR code for these slides. So if you want to have these slides, here's the QR code. And hold on because there's a final surprise. So um, probably you already have it if you have listened to the speech of my colleague Valentino Magliaro yesterday, which is the country manager of Canva. Okay, so we thought to share with you this free code for redeem this bonus of 3 months of Canva Pro for free. È un codice per 3 mesi sconto nemmeno sconto, regalo proprio di Canva Pro. Quindi se prendete questo codice vi rimando una pagina, dovete scrivere DD Days e in questo modo avete 3 mesi gratuiti, non serve la carta di credito. Se fossi in voi lo salverei perché di solito questi codici durano più di un anno, detta internos, quindi magari vi vale anche per il prossimo rinnovo. Come? Cosa l'hai preso ieri? Senza carta? Mm. Però ho chiesto di aggiornarlo stamattina, perché avevo notato anch'io sta cosa. Sì? Aspetta un secondo che non sento, mi portate il microfono per favore? Ok, sorry, just 1 second for questions, so... Because the noise in the other room is very high.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Mi senti?
Sì, sì,
Mi
ti
senti?
sento, ti
Ok.
sento.
Dicevo che ho provato a attivarlo prima del corso, 10 minuti prima, e mi ha chiesto ancora la carta di credito.
Ok, allora potrebbe essere o un problema di cache, perché stamattina ho chiesto di rimuovere questa cosa, avevo notato anch'io la stessa cosa, quindi o lo stanno refreshando, magari non l'hanno ancora fatto, o comunque, cioè in caso se volete metterla, io mi metto i calendar di solito, tipo calendar a 2 giorni prima disattiva il tutto, perché sì, vi funziona anche più di una volta in realtà, quindi vi può funzionare per questi 3 mesi e anche per i prossimi 3,
Ok,
sempre utilizzando questo.
grazie.
Ye- Yes. Mi... One second. Grazie. Yeah, just take a picture because it will work also for the next 3 months, probably. So probably now it asks you to put the credit card inside, but if you put it, then you can put a Google Calendar to do not purchase on the renovation.
Thank you. Yeah, so my question was until when this code was available, because I have already annual plans. So
I
it's
think
just
1 year.
1 year. Okay.
Yeah, because when I ask for those kind of codes, they last 1 year.
Okay.
So I think, I hope so.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very
Yeah,
much. Thank you.
no worries. Thank you. Okay, so I think, yes.
Sorry. Mine
Yeah.
is expired in this month, so can I apply after
Yeah,
the
sure.
expire? So it
Sure,
will work
sure,
for
sure.
me.
I think it will last like 1 year. So if it expires in 1 month, the following month, I think you can use yeah, this code. If it doesn't work in 1 month or 1 week or something like that, you can just drop me a line on LinkedIn and ask me. So I will answer to all the messages. No worries. Okay, so if you have any other questions, doubts, curiosity, whatever, you can ask me. Yes, we need a microphone. Thank you.
Thanks. I actually am just starting, so I don't have portfolio now. I'm starting creating and I'm doing freelance. And I have a friend and trying for that. And actually, she's doing it as you say AI. And she told me, "Oh, I have this. What do you think about this?" And so it's difficult to convince um, someone, as you said. I haven't presented. I mean, I did all the for my what I think will
Yeah.
be good, for her. So I haven't presented her yet because it's just like she thinks AI is much better, than
Yeah.
us, and that she and kind of shout at me also because I don't have yet, a portfolio, and so I cannot just tell her, this. So can you just give some tips, maybe how can
Ah.
you or how to you approach your clients, like this is the best. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I got it. Um, yeah, I don't have the magic wand, so I don't know the correct answer. But yeah, what I did with this client I was talking earlier was just to say to him, okay, so you do everything, then you will tell me. So I'm not sure, but he will tell me something on Monday because I saw what they are running in production. I'm speaking about a work of UX UI, so always design, but UX UI. They did something with the cloud designer, which was not so bad, to be honest. But I know that from a coding point of view, I also dealt with front end developing like years ago. So I know that speaking about code, it was quite hard to implement everything and it's not scalable. And I know that on Monday they will tell me something. Like, okay, but can you help us anyway, like using AI? Because yeah, AI is faster, as I told you, faster than me, faster than anyone here. But I think a client, for instance, this client I'm speaking about is a startup. So it has two founders, and they're very, very busy doing speeches, doing business in general, business dinners, and so on. So they don't have the time to do tests with AI and kind of stuff. That's why they need someone else to do it, even just using AI. So I can be that kind of person that does everything around AI and so on. But the difference is that between, for instance, a project manager and me is that I know graphic design basics, or I have experience in this field, so I know that what has already worked for another client in this field can also work for that client, because the niche is quite similar, or the audience. That's why I think the difference right now it's in strategy, experience, and knowing the basics. So and I think it's a true fact, because also schools, academies, and so on. I teach in a lot of schools, and yeah, in education in general, and they're running right now courses on AI, yes, but also AI applied to design and graphic design, which is very basic for us, but it's still very important. So, yeah, that's my advice for now. Yeah, this world with AI is changing quite fast. So, um, as I told you, I don't have the magic wonder, but I just have a feeling that our role is not dying right now. So, yeah. Other questions, doubts, curiosities, whatever? Okay, so thank you for being with me this 1 hour and something. I hope it was helpful, and for any other, I don't know, doubts, curiosity, or whatever, I'm here. You can find me on my website where I have some useful resources for free. Of course, on social media, I also do videos on YouTube. If you have to DM me just on LinkedIn and on Instagram, please, I answer to everyone, I promise. Or you can use my business email, which is this one, for everything you need.